bring it out of the end zone. Not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
Monday, now!
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. That's a start they can live with. 15 yards on their first play from scrimmage. Big article in the paper this morning talking about how they wanted to get chunk plays in the run game. Well, early on, there's a good one.
There isn't for guys on defense. They've got to remember the old adage. You've got to meet force with force, and if you don't, you get run over, as they did on that last play.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Now he's free at the 35. He may go. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, 67 yards. And the Saints go down the field in just 2 plays to take the early lead. Lutz with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. That's complete to Slayton. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right of the yard. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Escaping the pressure right. He'll get this out to Barkley complete. Finding room at midfield. And finally brought down at the 43. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Cockroach!
Throwing Jones. Eluding the pressure right. And incomplete on a deep ball.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. 20. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards. That was excellent from start to finish, from the blocking to the running, just well executed.
And that was look ahead, because after that, how about a little play action, maybe a little bootleg, and get the quarterback out on the corner and give him a little run pass option.
They're right. Touchdown! Daniel Bellinger. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Giants respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Extra point try good by Gano. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And this drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
On second down, Kamara. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
And the Giants will go with 6 defensive backs here on 3rd. To throw his Carr. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Intercepted. The Giants take over 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Now Jones. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. 17 yards and a Giant 1st down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. The play over before it really got started thanks to Pete Werner. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that because if they're forced to try and go around the fence.
Touchdown, Giants! Darius Slayton, 29 yards. And the Giants have taken the lead. Gano for the extra point. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. And that flag accepted. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Winston and the Saints now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He'll find Shaheed out to the right. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's exactly what offenses try to avoid by using motion and throwing different formations up. They hate when he can draw a bead on the play, get a running start, and make a big play behind the line of scrimmage as he did just there.
The 2nd down attempt there, knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense
defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Carr. Here's Johnson with a reception. Room to maneuver at the 35. Inside the 10. Touchdown, New Orleans. Juwan Johnson, 65 yards. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Lutz good on the extra point, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Gold Cyclone! Gold Cyclone!
Looking to throw. Jones over the middle, hauled in by Campbell. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Gain of 5 brings up 3rd and 2.
And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field.
Cockroach! Cockroach! Cockroach!
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. These two teams all tied after one. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. This is taken at the 10, and he'll be just shy of the 20 at the 19 as he goes out of bounds. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out when they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's Carr. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And down he'll go at the 25. A gain of 8 there on the play. And it's 3rd and 4 now. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. From the gun now on 3rd down, Carr. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. The Saints going to send out Blake Gillikin to punt on 4th down here. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Taken in at the 11. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now?
There he goes, left side. Now he's free at the 35. He may go. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. What a decision and what a run by Daniel Jones. And the Giants are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Gano the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
2nd down, and it's Kamara again. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 91 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Carr now on 1st down. That'll be taken in by Shaheed. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
180! 180, we're good, we're good! What's up?
Kamara up the middle. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Shotgun now for Carr. Gets this complete to Shaheed. Now inside the 25. Touchdown, Saints. A great play there. 57 yards. And the Saints are an extra point away from evening this one up. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far and fun to watch. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down.
Go, Cutter, go, up, go.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Caught along the left side by Howard. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 29-yard line. Off the play fake. Jones rolling to his right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And the Saints are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Well, he's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. There's Chris Olave. Into space at the 45. Touchdown! 3rd touchdown pass now for Derek Carr. And the Saints are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Lutz with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least 1 practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jones has it to Hyatt on the out route. Another good completion on the drive as the Giants have a first down. Jones signaling, let's go, trying to get his guys up to the line. He's going to go for a big play downfield, and that is incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is incomplete.
I
think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away.
The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Olave over the middle. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
To throw, it's Carr. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line.
Traditionally, as a defense, your number one job, stop the run. But in today's football, it's impacted the opposing quarterback. Make him uncomfortable. And so far, they've not been able to do that.
Not at all. He's been really comfortable in the pocket. 3 touchdown passes already.
So that could be an important first sack if they do want to turn things around.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3?
Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Great.
Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Jones throw brought in by Bellinger.
He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
Man, he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
67 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Here's Jones on 1st and 10.
Throw caught by Hyatt on the slant.
2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. This is intercepted.
Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And the Saints are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead. Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
The Shaheed going to go in motion. Jet sweep. Carr bats it forward.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
A 10th carry for Kamara.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 35. Give them 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn them a fresh set of downs.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Carr. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Johnson. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 23. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line. Not the first and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Now Carr. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. The kick by Lutz is good. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
after that sack, 3rd and long. Tough spot for Jones and the Giants.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And Waller taking it in over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Go, North Copper! Go, North Copper!
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. That ball caught by Slayton. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ladybug, 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 ladybug. Up, go.
Now Jones. Hyatt there to grab it. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Here's a sneak with Jones. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
I know they didn't get it, but I kind of like the call. 2nd and inches, go right to the quarterback sneak. Normally, that should be executed better, shouldn't it?
I'm going to disagree with you. I don't like the call.
You don't like that?
That's just because they didn't get it, though.
Okay.
Hindsight's 20/20.
2020 and never defeated.
No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal.
56. Wide shift to Cruz. Up, go.
And they'll run for it with Barkley. And he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. Saquon Barkley taking it in from a yard out. And the Giants have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Gano now to add the extra point. And the lead is down to a field goal now. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Kamara gets it again on 2nd down. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 145 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Well, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Carr completes it.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Throwing now is Carr. That's caught by Johnson. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
This is where you can try and get a tight end in space. They like this matchup, so they're going to let their two receivers to his outside run simple little short routes, hoping to suck up the secondary. And that'll free up space for their tight end on a corner route to make a big play.
Five points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Carr to throw. They'll get this out to Kamara. The Giants going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Back to throw, Carr. Got an open man, it's Olave. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Ready?
The Saints in victory formation now as they'll take the knee. Winston goes ahead, takes the knee, and that should be all she wrote.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. Well, this ball game